Hi millionaires. As you all know, tax season is approaching. And I know everyone's favorite question is, who doing your taxes? Who doing your taxes? Who do your taxes? Who do your taxes? Who do you recommend? Star, do you do taxes? Listen. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, I am Star Ericka, CEO of The Millionaire Table. We are a financial literacy company. I'm a financial literacy coach. I am very big on credit and all things finances. I want to just jump on the topic of taxes. For one, of course, everybody and their mom is folding their arms and taking pictures because they do taxes this year. Should you trust them? That is totally up to you. I don't knock the tax industry. I don't knock any industry, the credit industry. I've been in all of them. I've been in the credit industry, the financial industry, the beauty industry. And if you want to go into detail, the content creation, all of that. And I want to make it very clear. Regardless of who does your taxes, it's all about what you're getting back for one, making sure that you have your proper documentation for two, and being aware of their fees for three. I feel like the biggest issue that we have is the fact that we don't know. So when you don't know and then you learn later, you want to sell out, and then you want to talk about who did your taxes and what they did wrong and all of that. But we're gonna clear the air. Let's just start with contestant number one, TurboTax. I'm okay with TurboTax, honestly. I have been filing my taxes on TurboTax for a very long time. TurboTax, there's nothing wrong with TurboTax. TurboTax is very user-friendly. If you have, a W-2, it is very cut straight to the point. The fees are pretty straightforward. They're pretty low, if not free. They do have the option to talk to an accountant, and I will leave the link below for TurboTax if you want to create a TurboTax account or whatever. I do have a link below as a referral. And then for two, it's like I said, it's very simple. And if you do have your business and you're a little bit tax savvy and you know what you're doing, they do have softwares you can download for S Corp every year. I think it's like $100 and something at the time of this video, because remember, things change. But TurboTax is not a bad platform. I absolutely love TurboTax. I highly recommend TurboTax. But TurboTax is for those that know what they're doing. I will tell you right now, it's not hard. It's not rocket science to do your taxes. However, when it comes down to getting the maximum benefits, tax experts tend to know how to do that. They tend to know how to legally do so, the ones that are doing it right, the ones that are not scamming you, and they know how to make sure that you're getting your maximum benefits. When it comes down to TurboTax, the only downside is if you don't know how to get your maximum benefits, you are literally going to get what it says you're going to get. Literally. And if you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know, and it's no point of you going to add things and Schedule C's and all that on your taxes if you don't know or don't have any real business expenses to take. Now, contestant number two, the tax expert. I highly recommend two tax experts. Write us on the Millionaire Table and I will send you your referral. However, when it comes down to tax experts, I tell people I'm not tied to any tax expert. I can only recommend that you can try, you try them at your own free will. I've seen their work. I only recommend people I've seen their work, or I've worked with them at some capacity. Maybe not for taxes, or maybe not for this, but I maybe use them for this, or I may have collab with them on something. I only recommend people that I know to be good business. Now, if you don't have the same experience that I've had, I am not accountable. I'm not ever held accountable, and you should never hold someone accountable that recommended someone to you, because their experience is not your experience and your experience is not their experience. They can only recommend based on their experiences, hopefully. I don't just refer my friends and family. I'm very big on that. My friends and family, they mess up too. So I'm not going to just refer you because you're my cousin or because you're my this or my that. I only refer people that I know is going to do quality work. So therefore, if you default on that work, it's not going to be because I knew it. It's not going to be because I knew ahead of time. It's going to be because you just messed up this time. And I know I would never refer you again. However, I have been referring the same two people for taxes for the last 3 years, I believe. And I have had no complaints. I have had nothing. So again, if you are would like for me to give you my recommendation, please feel free to write my team on the Millionaire Table, and we already have our tax experts that we recommend if you don't have someone, and they do service all 50 states. Now 3, what do you do with your refund? I I think that's the most important. Let me rewind that back. What do you do with your refund? You do whatever it is your heart's desire. I don't feel like everyone's desire and wish is to invest into a business or invest into themselves. Some of them just want to pay a bill or two up. Some of them may be able to catch up on something that they're late on. Some of them may have credit cards to pay down, or maybe they want to invest in their credit. They might want to invest into credit repair, or they want to invest into learning about credit. Regardless of what you want to do with your taxes, do it. Don't let nobody guilt trip you about taxes. Not everybody is excited about taxes. So they're going to Debbie down you because you're excited about getting a big refund, but they are in the tax bracket that we up here. And we ain't really getting refunds when you at a certain level. So some of us that understand that tax season is a burden and it ain't fun no more. And we ain't getting a big refund. So some of us tend to be very mouthy on social media and telling people what they shouldn't do with their taxes and how everybody should go invest in a business. I don't believe that, because you can very much invest all your taxes in your business and lose all that money, and I'd much rather you had paid your rent first. Because if you're not going to do nothing with that business for the rest of the year except during tax time, don't worry about it, because then you're going to have to wait till the next tax time to keep it up. If you don't have access to other people's money, meaning credit, bank loans, something, then investing your taxes ain't going to help you. Because how are you going to maintain when you're starting a business if your business don't take off? You need capital. You need money. People need money. This is why I preach credit so much. This is why I preach financial literacy and knowing about credit and the importance of credit and the things that you can do with credit. No, I'm not here to teach you about credit right now. However, if you go on www.themillionairetable.com, you will see I wrote an entire book called Millionaire Secrets, because for one, us top 1%, 10%, 3%, all us up here in that top percentage that done did something, whether you have, made $20,000 off your business, or whether you're like me that have made a lot of money, I will not disclose because I don't even do that no more. But whether you have made a lot of money in your business, I pay taxes, I've been on payroll, I've been up my own I give myself, W-2s and all of that. Like, I have done it all. So when it comes down to and I've lost a lot too. I've lost a lot. I have taken 5- and 6-figure losses. So when it comes down to money and managing money, you have to have money management skills for one, but you also have to have a backup. It was times where I couldn't even pay my team, and I had to pay them off credit cards. But luckily I had them to do that when times were slow. And then other times I was able to pay, lump sums back on those credit cards. It's just all about maintaining your business. When it comes down to having business credit and even personal credit, learning how to, not just learning, the importance of credit is just that. Credit is very important, but I always preach credit, especially around tax time, because for one, when people get money, they mishandle money. But don't mishandle money just because you got a little bit more. Be strategic. Fix your credit. This is that time to invest into yourself. If you're going to do that, invest wisely. Don't just go investing into a business and then it all go to flop and now you don't have nothing to back you up. And you could have fixed your credit. So out of $3,000, you could have took a couple $100, fixed your credit, got approved for a few $1,000s, and pretty much you doubled up your refund. You went from a $3,000 refund to $10,000 in credit. Now you still sitting on that refund. And now you got $10,000 in credit to go invest that money and then pay the minimums until you're able to actually pay back lump sums and get that credit back down. You got to know what you're doing. But that's why I'm a business coach. And if you need a one-on-one, make sure you hit me up at www.starericka.com. But anyways, I did not want to make this video long. I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure that you are following me on all platforms at Star Ericka and also at The Millionaire Table. Thank you so much for tuning in, millionaires. And make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell. And then make sure that you actually watch the video when you get notified. Anyways, thank you so much again for tuning in, millionaires. Have a great one. Up now on a new way, so yeah, start now. They up now. They done slept too long, it's time to show them. Now they doubted me. Had their own limits on all that I can be. They clocking me. Wanna know what's next? Now they watch.